We're seeing an industry progression and an evolution. I think it was something that at the beginning of it was ultimately inevitable. I mean, the principles of programmatic are fundamentally changing the way media gets bought and sold, and that's a good thing, but that means operating in its own separate unit probably, it wasn't a long-term proposition. So I think we're seeing this with some of the agencies getting rid of their trading desks, some building more direct trading desks within their brand, the planning brands, and some clients starting to do more of the work themselves. And that's, with our brand-based clients, we typically start the strategy off by, even if you want to start building an in-house team eventually, you need to start off by taking more control of what you do right now. And just getting visibility and transparency into the partners you're using, what the economics is behind the relationships you have, taking on a more active role in the strategy development, the audience development, and really starting with activation of data that most companies do have within their own enterprise and are in many cases not taking advantage of, at least not to the fullest extent.
So Michael, just tell us a little about how you guys operate, the kinds of clients, the kinds of engagements.
Sure, yeah. So we're a strategic advisory firm, so it's pretty standard consulting professional services. There's sort of three main pieces to our business. We work with media owners and publishers on sort of either starting or evolving their programmatic strategies. Similar proposition on the brand side, helping them, again, create or evolve what their programmatic go-to-market will be. So how is it that they actually want to manage the business? We will typically do things like 30, 60, 90-day strategy assignments of helping develop what the recommendation looks like, and then helping develop the payoff of what that recommendation is. So we'll run through RFI, RFP processes, helping clients pick their technology partners, their service partners, DMP activation, all sort of things that will go into what that process looks like.
So Michael, a lot of the conversation was about brands embracing these tools. Yeah. What's the impact for the vendors being used by the brands versus the value of the trading desks and the agencies?
Yeah, no, it starts with visibility, I think. It's really interesting. Several brands that we've started working with, they've been doing programmatic for a while. They have no idea what it is. They have no idea who they've been working with, what segments they've been using, what the source of the data is, how it's been working. And I think the trading desk did a disservice to themselves and ultimately their clients by many times that's reported as a single line item on a report that a media planner will send over to a client once a week. So they get one line that says Cadreon or Acuant or AOD, and that's it. And so they might see some sort of diagnostic performance metrics against that, but they don't really get visibility into what's happening. So starting off with the visibility, I think, is a big part in having the more direct relationships with partners really pays that off and helps sort of cultivate that relationships. And as the technology partners have more direct relationships with the brands, they're more able, through that direct connection, to bring new features, new products, new offerings directly to them, where many times there's sort of a more gated process on sort of creating that evolution and innovation.